Hey guys, and welcome to Shades and Trades FX. Today, we will be looking at our second indicator called key level breaker block. Okay, let's get started. A breaker block is simply a failed order block. But when price returns to them, they turn into strong support and resistance zones. But it's not all breaker blocks which will hold. To choose the strongest ones, there are two characteristics which we'll look for to see if it's a valid breaker block. The first thing we ask ourselves is, did the failed order block grab liquidity? If it's a liquidity grab, we should see 1 to 3 candles on the grab before an impulsive move away. The second thing we ask ourselves is, did the impulsive move away break structure? If these two conditions are met, the breaker block created has a high probability of holding. Now let's go through moving charts and see some examples. Yes, highs were taken, but it took more than 3 candles until an impulsive move happened, which is highlighted by the arrows drawn with our key level breaker block indicator. Therefore, we won't consider it a liquidity grab, and we ignore the breaker block because it does not meet our criteria. So the indicator draws a breaker block and alerts us. We then check to see if our two conditions are met, and we see the highs were broken and within 3 candles, an impulsive move was made. Liquidity grab is confirmed, so our first condition is met. We also see that the impulsive move broke structure below, marking our second condition, making this a valid breaker block, so we proceed to place our pending orders. This will be our entry, and we will target the imbalance below, or better yet the demand zone below it. Price has come up and hit our breaker block, triggering our sell limit. Now let's see how the market plays out. It played out well and hit our take profit. Recapping our setup, the failed order block grabbed liquidity and proceeded to break structure below, creating our breaker block, which we used as our entry. Let's move on to check for other setups. Zone is cutting through candles. Error must be caused by candles loading. Let's look for the next alert. We got another alert, but it doesn't look like there was a liquidity grab and no structure was broken below. We let this one pass and just observe. It didn't meet our conditions, but it's crazy how accurate the breaker block is respected sometimes. We get one more alert, and we quickly notice a perfect liquidity grab, ticking off one of our conditions. And market structure was also broken as well, ticking off our second condition, making this a valid breaker block. So we will place our pending order and stop loss above and below the box. And we will target the supply zone above. Price pulls back and hits the breaker block, triggering our pending order. Let's see how the move plays out. Close, but we still in. Our target was nicely hit. Price bounced once, twice, and the third time it almost hit our stop loss, but went in our favor eventually. This just goes to show how strong these zones are. So that's all for today guys, I hope this video clearly explained how to use the key level breaker block indicator, and I hope it was also educational. Cheers and happy trading.